Celebrities are a big part of our society. They have the ability to influence how we see ourselves, how we view the world, and even how we think about who is normal. But recently, there have been some celebrities who have managed to shock people with their behavior or actions. Celebrity issues are an important topic, emotional, personal, and sometimes controversial. They have led to some interesting discussions on social media. In this video, we will discuss why Jeopardy! Most Mayim Bialik issues apology to fans after mistake on Instagram Live and things that happened after that. Jeopardy! During a recent Instagram Live discussion, host Mayim Bialik reportedly apologized to the TV game show's followers. According to Good Housekeeping, Jeopardy! Is a popular game show. The host was on Instagram Live at the moment and couldn't recall which account she was on, which was either her personal account or the one for her podcast, Mayim Bialik's Breakdown. She had intended to go live on Instagram to announce the winners of the educational book giveaway in recognition of Mental Health Awareness Month. Jeopardy! Is featured in a 30-second clip. "Hello everyone," the star said. "Was I supposed to do this from this account? I'm not sure. I'm not sure I remember. Hello everyone. I'm live, but I think I'm going to head over to Bialiks Breakup Instagram. So if you're not following us now, you should go there right now because I believe I was supposed to do this from there. Sorry." Mayim reappeared in another Instagram Live after recognizing her error and apologizing for the confusion. "Alright, I did it. Thank you all for your continued support. Sorry for getting mixed up." Fortunately, she was able to reveal the giveaway's 22 winners. Mayim Bialik shares her experience hosting Jeopardy! During a recent live, in an interview, Mayim Bialik discussed what it's like to be a Jeopardy! Contestant with Kelly and Ryan. "It's incredible. It's great fun, and I enjoy it, but it's non-stop thinking, talking, having someone in your ear, and calculating. Imagine having to read all those things to the contestants if you think knowing all those things is difficult. It's quite challenging." When asked how many clues she knew ahead of the contestants, the Jeopardy! Host said she knows about a third of them. The host offered an unusually low number, around 1. Obviously, if there is a scientific category, biblical history is something I excel at. But aside from that, the level of knowledge possessed by these contestants is incredible. It's quite specific. They must nevertheless do all tasks under duress. If you give me 10 minutes, I might be able to come up with a question. Meanwhile, Bialik discussed the pressures of appearing on Jeopardy! Stage. I mean, think about it. It's when you're under duress. With all of that going on, simply hitting one small button takes an extra set of skills. Jeopardy! Is currently being shared by Bialik. Ken Jennings, the game show's legend, will be hosting. While Jennings is absent for a while, Bialik is filing in for the majority of the episodes this summer. She also intends to hold future events. Who is Jeopardy! Host Mayim Bialik's boyfriend? Mayim Bialik has lately garnered waves for her new role on Jeopardy! Host. But did you know she's dating another kind of show host? Bialik co-hosts a mental health podcast with her boyfriend Jonathan Cohen, in addition to anchoring the famous quiz program. The TV star told Forbes in 2021 that she had a partner, and it was none other than her podcast co-host. They co-host the podcast Mayim Bialik's Breakdown together. Cohen, who is not to be mistaken with the actor of the same name, has a Master of Fine Arts degree and is the executive producer of the Spotify podcast, according to the show's website. He's a writer, poet, producer, father, and futurist who imagines and builds new applications of technology, according to his bio. He is also the co-creator of Logic AI, a behavior change system that seeks to connect the mind and the body, as well as the co-founder of the Stories company. During an interview with a Jewish news syndicate in early 2021, Bialik revealed her relationship. "I'm in a committed relationship. I got divorced 8 years ago, so I've had plenty of opportunities to be single," she told the publication. Bialik and Cohen met nearly 10 years ago at a toddler's birthday celebration. They became friends because of their similar interest in mental health. As a result, the two got along swimmingly. Bialik was previously married to Michael Stone from 2003 until 2013, before her romance with her co-host. Frederick and Miles are the sons of the previous spouse. Cohen is the father of a son in addition to Bialik. Mayim Bialik was previously married for almost 10 years. Stone was raised as a Mormon, but converted to Judaism after marrying. According to Bialik, the couple divorced after nearly a decade together due to irreconcilable issues. For children, divorce is incredibly sad, painful, and unfathomable. We did not make this decision lightly, the Jeopardy at the time of the breakup host wrote on her parenting blog. Right now, our top aim is to make the move between two loving homes as painless as possible. Our sons deserve parents who are invested in their development and health, and that is exactly what we are doing. Our privacy has always been essential to us, and it is much more so now. So please respect it while we navigate this new territory, she added. Cohen and Bialik, on the other hand, are an adorable couple who share a passion for emotional and mental health. Those who have listened to their show know how wonderfully they complement one another. To be honest, 2020 was a monster of a year, she told Forbes. And my partner Jonathan Cohen and I share a love for mental illness and mental illness education. The podcast's goal is to cover all facets of mental health that many of us are unaware of. The Big Bang Theory fans rally around Mayim Bialik after she received harsh feedback. The Big Bang Theory cast member Simon Helberg experienced the same thing. Simon Helberg is making folks laugh once again, but this time on Mayim Bialik's podcast, Mayim Bialik's Breakdown. They've reconnected for As They Made Us 2 years ago after they appeared together in the 12th and final season of The Big Bang Theory. In April, Mayim made her directional debut with the family dramedy, and Simon featured in it alongside her. The most recent episode of Jeopardy, when the presenter invited him on her podcast, they talked about their unusual experiences, particularly when others told them they weren't Big Bang Theory fans. Mayim played Amy Farrah Fowler, and Simon played Howard Wolowitz, as audiences know. Famously, the introduction that people would make to me, particularly when the show is on, they would come up and say, "Listen, I detest your show," Simon said to Mayim and her co-host/boyfriend, Jonathan Cohen. "Every day, I can't stand your program. But," and then it fills in the blank, "my uncle, brother, high school bus driver, rabbi, dentist, or anything." I was sort of like, "You are all those people, aren't you?" Simon added. "This isn't about your ophthalmologist, you like the program." Mayim couldn't help but giggle and nod in agreement in the background. "People would say things like, 'I don't like your show, but my granny does,'" she continued. Fans flocked to Twitter to express their admiration for the Big Bang Theory ensemble after he recounted some less than pleasant encounters as a result of his participation on the show. "I'm sorry if people say that to you, but I really enjoy the show. I have watched every episode from beginning to end and continue to laugh out loud. Great cast, nicely done. And thank you for every laugh. I was with you the entire time." One Twitter user commented, "Listen, I enjoyed your program, but so did my whatever. The characters were easily recognizable. The play explored the difficulties of being a nerd while dating. Miss Mayim, seeing Amy grow up was a credit to your acting abilities," another added. "Simon Helberg Brisket has never sounded so wonderful. Miss Mayim, you and Simon Helberg are amazing. Your Big Bang Theory performances are fantastic." Someone else commented, "The episode when Amy and Howard bond with Neil Diamond made me wish I had a friend like Amy or Howard." All of this is to indicate that despite the fact that the polarizing series ended in 2019, it continues to make ripples in the entertainment world. And in case you missed it, The Big Bang Theory, the definitive inside story of the epic hit series, which will be released in October, will provide fans of the show an even deeper look into its origins. Mayim Bialik speaks out about becoming more comfortable in hosting role. Mayim Bialik is well on her way to finding her voice as Jeopardy's first female host. But she concedes it will take some time for her to feel at ease as former presenter Alex Trebek, who made the job look easy. You know, every now and then I'll say something and wonder, how did that come out of my mouth and why? But that's sort of me in general. The 46-year-old said in an interview with Entertainment Tonight on Tuesday, "I take it with me wherever I go. I'm definitely getting used to it," she concluded. Bialik, who has held the renowned lectern since 2021, recently said that she has learned how to deal with the challenges of the job. "It gets a little easier as I get into the rhythm of the person talking in my ear," she said of asking the contestants questions. But you know, on any given day, there's a lot of words coming out of one mouth. And there's edits and pickups and all that stuff. But it takes a lot of energy because you want every candidate to feel as delighted and special, she added. She took over as host of Jeopardy for the current season, following the firing of Mike Richards by production last fall. She began alternating hosting duties with Jeopardy. Ken Jennings, the champion of the greatest of all-time tournament, was a frontrunner to host the show. Mayim Bialik's Call Me Kat will return for a third season. She's not only finding her stride on Jeopardy, but also on Fox's Call Me Kat, which has been renowned for a third season. The lead part is played by the Big Bang Theory alum. She also mentioned that the forthcoming season has a lot of potential once production begins. "We left on a cliffhanger," she remarked. "And it's amazing because we really left it up in terms of like a lot can happen. We're ecstatic to be a multicam show that can continue to create. We're aware that we're an uncommon breed, and we're really thrilled to have a cast that gets along so well. We also enjoy playing together. We're very enthusiastic. It may sound crazy, but we have a lot of fun playing together. And being able to create something new every week is a wonderful blessing." Leslie Jordan, Kyla Pratt, Cheyenne Jackson, and Swoozie Kurtz joined Bialik in the cast. Bialik said she is overjoyed to be working with such a talented cast. "I have to say," she added of her co-stars, "every member of our group has something so wonderful about them. I texted everyone yesterday since they each contribute something unique and special to the table." The first two seasons of the show aired in January 2021 and January 2022 respectively. As a result, Season 3 is expected to premiere in January 2023, while no official date has been set. But still, Mayim Bialik continues to face criticism on Jeopardy. When he landed on a daily double, another viewer claimed he used curse words in amazement. Bialik's hosting habits were also a source of criticism. The program ended with no double Jeopardy clues finished and no time remaining, as has been the case with the Big Bang actress previously. One user wrote, "I'm at my wits' end with Mayim. Her pauses between advising players whether they are correct or incorrect continues to rise, and this contributed to a clue being left on the board. Ken's not ideal, but at least the game feels intact under him," they continued. During 1 week last month, 3 of the 5 games she oversaw finished with hints on the board. Meanwhile, Jennings announced his surprising departure from the show the day after Mateo Roach's incredible 23-game winning came to an end in a razor-thin victory. This Bialik quirk has enraged fans of the popular game show. Some Jeopardy recently, fans have voiced their displeasure with one of host Mayim Bialik's eccentricities. Fans point out that Bialik relies way too heavily on the producers when determining whether an answer is valid or incorrect. Why aren't the pauses trimmed in post-production if Mayim relies on the producers to confirm a contestant's correct or incorrect response? Says one Jeopardy contestant. A recent Reddit post by a fan, "Wouldn't a more presentable completed result reflect better on her and the show?" The fan observes, "Perhaps this would be more accurate, but each host has their unique personality. Perhaps this is Bialik's way of distinguishing herself from other game show hosts." Why do different hosts get different introductions? Anyone who watches Jeopardy, you're probably aware that Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik are introduced differently these days. Some of you may be wondering why this is, and we'll try to explain. However, the reasons for these various ones make me uncomfortable. Why do these people have odd intros? You might be surprised by the reasons. The whole matter could be about words, according to Trib Live. Friends, these are simply words. So Bialik has been announced as the host of the primetime versions of Merv Griffin's legendary game show. They refer to her as the host, whereas Jennings is merely hosting, as there is no full-time host for the daily broadcast. Why isn't there a daily host? After Mike Richards' time was up, things went a little haywire. By the way, there have been no Jeopardy answers, producers, or anyone else involved with the show about this. That's it for this video, Plenty of Pop fan. Remember to subscribe to our channel for all the latest celebrity news and gossip. It's like candy you can't stop eating. We'll cover what celebrities are wearing, who is dating who and not dating anymore. It's hard to keep up with the recent happenings in their lives. We'll satisfy our gossip fix daily. Comment below if there's a celebrity in particular you want us to cover or a juicy news tip you'd like to share.